Good evening. Welcome to our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons historic colonial game. It is Sunday, June 1st, 1755. Braddock's march has begun. Over the last few days, they've chopped down trees and built a road that goes about 5 or 6 miles up and over the first ridge and down into a valley with some rivers, some canyons, some steeper, less forgiving terrain. The trail that goes through here is fine for people and mules, but it's not so good for the 100 wagons you've got or the cannons on their carriages. Just for kicks, using, which is a little more than like crowd estimators use, but we use 5 feet per person in D&D, and and then 20 feet for the wagons, right? Because the wagons are 10 foot, well, some are 20 foot, but most of them are like 10 foot tiles with 10 foot of horse. And so in D&D rates, going 4 abreast for the soldiers, if you were marching in column, it's a little over a mile, about close to 1.25 miles. So you're very spread out, especially there are redcoats moving forward, chopping trees, and others digging dirt and pulling stumps. And there's a few standing guard, and most of them are sort of bottled up in the back. And so progress is pretty slow going. Just to brief recap, last time you did defeat, we finished the fight of the camp, the French camp, and did some looting of the basically squad of Frenchmen with their leaders and then their guides and stuff. So you had all that, you got back to Fort Cumberland, you had a few days liberty, which you spent doing a little bit of crafting and purchasing and selling. And then May 29th they started the march. May 30th you got to Molly's Tavern. Saturday, May 31st, there was some rain. It got really muddy. You saw Washington riding back to the east, Colonel Washington. Although he's a civilian attachment, he's not really giving orders to anyone. He just reports to Braddock and gives advice. But he does wear his Virginia militia lieutenant colonel's uniform around. It's just the kind of guy he is. But he's not above nipping into Molly's for a drink. He actually knows that guy. As you're going back and forth, you'd probably catch him drinking with that guy with the big bushy beard with the super heavy alcohol. He calls him Mr. Washington. It seems like they've known each other since his surveying days. And so, let's see, this Sunday, services in the morning, of course, and then looks like a little bit of scouting in the afternoon, unless there was something else you needed to do in between. Did you guys have lunch plans or any last minute purchases? Although the store wouldn't be open. The quartermaster would be closed. The store would be closed. I think the tavern would be open after church. Well, I could be wrong about that, but we'll say it is because you're in the frontier. So up to you guys. If not, moving on out.
Yeah, I'm good. All good as far as...
Yeah, we did what we needed to while we were still in camp, or still in the fort.
You okay?
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's bad for you.
Ow.
Passives. Okay. Everyone, roll initiative, please.
I don't want to. Let me show to you.
Francois.
You almost died. Oh, there was my only nat 20 I'm gonna roll tonight.
7.
7 for Layla.
Right here. 23, probably the only nat 20 I'm gonna get.
23 Charlie.
22.
22.
It's gonna be a great night.
Klikli.
19.
Wyatt is in negative a billion.
All right.
Wyatt just wants to go last so that he can eat all the minis before.
Yeah, yeah.
Francois, you're surprised you can't take any actions or reactions. Charlie, you're surprised you can't take any actions or reactions. Klikli, you're surprised you can't take any actions or reactions.
Except I can. So I have this kind of ability that lets me take a dodge action during the surprise round.
All right.
Haha.
So when the bushes start to move, you start to dodge. Something's coming.
Can you blame me? I mean, last time it was a mountain lion. There's the wolves.
Well, this time it's a large black and brown furred bear that comes charging forward. And Francois, what's your AC now?
AC
Yeah.
is 15.
Okay. Jeez. So you get hit for 9 with the claws, and then he bites you for 7.
And you just killed him.
Yeah, well, I'm down. I'm not.
Damn it.
Well, actually, I'm at 1.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah, so the 9 brings me down to 1, and then the 7, but then I use the Scandalous Lucky just met. I'll say I'm still at 1.
So right at the last moment, you turn away from the jaws as they crash down next to your head. Okay.
That's a nasty opening salvo.
Layla, you're surprised you can't take any actions or reactions. Francois, it's your turn. You're no longer surprised, but there's a bear right there.
Yeah, I noticed the bear. Let's see. I'm going to disengage and put some distance, as much distance as I can, between me and the bear. I'm moving 30 feet away.
Like there?
I'm alright.
Grin the bear. I'm gonna grin at it. No, I'm joking.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
still on the...
You should grin the bear. Just grin at it. Bears love to be grinned at. It's totally true.
Davy Crockett wouldn't lie.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm sorry.
Alright, so you move back and you disengaged. Is there a bonus?
None that I have that I can use.
Alright. Charlie? It's about 30 feet away. On the other side of that tree. Well, you have a clear shot.
Is it charging at us?
It charged at him. It just ran up and whacked him.
Well, let's not do that. All right, let's fire. I will use the brown bus. Wait. Oops. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so. Does a 19 hit?
Yes. Kaboom! Roll your damage.
Nine.
Alright, that stops it in its tracks. And you hit it square in the chest. And it lets out a roar of pain. Klik. Yeah. Klikli is up next.
Okay. Where is the bear? I don't see it on here.
Wyatt gets inspiration.
I don't
Is
know that you
it?
can-
It's not.
It's not on, yeah.
There it is. Okay. I thought it might be the black spot, but no.
Isn't bear one of your preferred preys?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna move over to the brown puddle looking tile. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take a shot at him. With
Wow.
a bow.
Okay.
Because we're level 1s. We don't get to do epic shit yet. Oh, that's a good roll. I think that's gonna be a 21. Yeah, 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Even at level 3, this bear would have got some pistol shots in the face as I was running away.
9 points of damage, friend.
Alright, your arrow sticks deep into its belly below its ribs and it's bleeding pretty badly. And it is not that smart. I guess it's mad at Klikli. Missed with the claws, but the bite snaps at you for 4 points of damage. Klikli.
4 points. Yeah. Okay.
Layla?
I mean, okay, so far Klikli's the only, right? Klikli's the only one that's gotten actually hit.
No, Francois, right
Francois.
here near you, is down to 1 hit point.
Okay, so,
He got mauled.
yeah, no, so cure wounds on him, which is 1d8.
Okay, so you move over 5 feet,
Yeah.
and then cure wounds.
So,
1d8 plus your bonus.
9.
Okay.
Oh, that's where he got the full.
Nice.
Yay! Alright.
That's the benefit of being at first level. If you don't have that far to go to full.
Yep.
So you run over, pluck out a tooth, smear some cream on the big claw marks that ripped his shirt open, and give him a pat on the back. You're good to go, buddy.
Nice.
And then it's Francois' turn.
Well, now I'm a little better off. I'll make sure I'm lined up where I get a good line of sight, and I'm going to shoot him with the carbine.
Alright, so you move about 10 feet, completely clear shot. Kaboom!
I don't know. 21 to hit.
That hit.
Alright. For 9 points of damage.
I'm putting my shoes on.
Alright, that shot hits it straight on, and it collapses with a loud thud that raises dust and shakes the dirt.
Oh, that was frightening. How you doing, Klikli?
I'm okay. More stars to show off.
Let's see, I guess Charlie, make a perception roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Charlie. First off, I mean, Tracy needs to make a perception roll. Ooh. Probably not gonna. A whole 8. Probably as much as Tracy pursued. 8.
Klikli, make a perception roll.
Oh, that's good. 21.
Alright. You see him then. There's a couple of cubs over here looking around the hedge.
How old are the cubs? Like little cubs or?
Not quite to your knee. Maybe almost a year.
So old enough to fend for themselves.
Close. Well, it's June. Yeah, I guess unless they were really newborn, they'd have to be about a year. So, I mean, they're still in a family unit, but they're probably capable of hunting and scavenging.
Okay. Well, I'll tell the rest of the party. So unless somebody wants bear mittens, then I see no reason to not let them go.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, we don't need the babies.
If they're not a threat and they're not going to die from neglect, yeah, let them grow up to be the next bearskin in a couple of years.
Part of the ecosystem for a bit, yeah.
If I was planning on going Beastmaster Ranger, then I'd be like, oh, I got my animal companion.
But for now, I think we've got bearskin and bear steaks to recover. And just keep an eye on the cubs in case they decide to freak out and attack as we slice up Mom.
Yeah.
I think those claws would make a great addition to Klikli and Francois' mountain lion necklaces.
Yeah, it's a bearskin. It might be not big enough even to make a cloak for Charlie.
All right. Someone rolls survival. If someone else is trained, they can help.
I believe the usual theme is Francois and my aiding him.
Alright. Yeah, the usual. Try to grab the right dice, not 12. So that is a 24 survival with advantage. Thank you for the evening.
How bad was the first roll?
Oh, the other roll was a 10.
No, not bad, just not good.
Including the +5.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Not including the bonus, it was a 10. So yeah, 5 and a 19. So yeah, I like the advantage that made it the 19.
All right. So you tie a couple of ropes and holler up a tree and split the fur open. Well, first you'd want to cut the carotid and jugular and let the blood out. And then cut down, let the guts out, clean them out, get the pelt off, really in perfect condition. I mean, it could even have the skull and teeth on it if you want, but if you want those separate, that's doable also. Claws, teeth, pretty much all of the meat. Your shots generally went into thinner spots, so it's just a little bit of scrap that you pull out. You know, you don't want the part that the bullet went through, but it's minor. And everything cleans up really nicely. And takes probably not quite an hour, so.
What was that?
Do you think this dinner will taste as good as that fish?
Revenge always does taste a little sweeter, so I think so.
So you've each got pretty much as you can carry, probably. I mean, a little more for Charlie than Layla, but you know, it averages out to a couple 100 pounds. There's a lot of meat there.
We all are carrying what we're capable of carrying.
That's the way to do it. Sell to the quartermaster. There's enough men here to eat it before it goes bad, and if we just try to keep it for ourselves, it's going to go to waste. Not to mention that, you know, whatever squad gets the meat will be, you know, a little more favorable inclined to us for providing it. a few more guns between us and the enemy is always a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. So heading back. That figures. What is that? Oh, okay, that's not bad. So you're on the way back, and about 4:30, you're still at this point about 2 miles from the work area, and you find a really pleasant, beautiful meadow. The late afternoon sun is kind of streaming in through the trees. And there's some butterflies. You hear chirping birds. Occasionally, like, a bat will zip around and snatch an insect. Just a little, like standard, no problem bat. Let's see. It's not. Yeah, it's late afternoon, so it's really picturesque. And everybody get an inspiration if you don't have it.
Nice.
Cool. I think that's the first inspiration of the game.
No.
No.
That's not.
And we get. Oh no, you got one for. Forget what. But, yeah.
We've gotten a few here and there. If it was any other game, my first question would be, is this perfectly idyllic location ringed in mushrooms?
Mine was first off is it slightly elevated over the surrounding area. As he describes his white barrows the same way.
Well, they usually have a slightly more sinister cast to them, but wouldn't you want your kings to be buried in a pretty little hill?
The only problem, Brian, is that we all rolled really shit on our survival for that one. So, yeah, you flat told us, like, oh yeah, no, it's really pretty, and there's like little flowers.
Perfect place to camp. Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see. No, this one, it's an inspirational site. Literally.
Real life nature is just that pretty.
And it is a real thing. No
Yeah?
matter what the cynics say. There are spots where you just can't help but sit there and stare for a little while.
Yeah.
Right. That's why they tell you to go outside and touch grass. Like, for real, just go touch some grass,
I
please.
live in a desert, there is no grass.
But you can still go
And
outside and
that's trying to
touch.
tell me.
You can still touch plants. Just go outside and touch plants.
Yeah, they're covered in thorns and poisonous.
So be careful when you touch them. Skill issue.
No,
For
for him, an equivalent site. Well, for him specifically in his town of Roswell, New Mexico, an equivalent site would be a flying saucer hovering over the Circle K. But if you're in Arizona, Monument Valley, Atoll Mesa, or sorry, what?
We don't actually have any 7-Elevens out here.
He said Circle K.
We don't have that either. It's we got Allsup's.
Also,
Oh.
I was going to ask about the Piggly Wiggly, but okay.
No, we're not that far enough east. No, it goes Allsup for our gas stations, or stripes, and we're getting one from Mexico pretty soon. Well, we were. I don't know where that is now. And then if you keep going a little further east, then we start getting HED.
Okay. Well, you know, at least there's something in the area that could be awe-inspiring. Theoretically, according to certain theories.
What?
Oh, God damn it, get it. Go away.
Okay, so after viewing this beautiful meadow, like the journey just seems lighter. You know, the warm meat on your back doesn't feel as heavy.
Yeah.
Well, it's freshly cut. I mean, you know, it's only been an hour or so. And you're making good time through these mountainous canyons, no holdups, as long as you let the ranger lead the way. And so you get back to the forward end of the camp, which is kind of in the trees next to the road. They've done some clearing, but kind of minimal. Just, you know, enough to not have fire hazards or tripping hazards right around the tents, and to keep like 20 feet of watch. But they haven't hewn major trees or anything if they could avoid it. And you report to Captain Gates. He's on duty. And so you pass the outer guards and head in, and Captain Gates rides up. He says, "Welcome back, scouts. Anything to report?"
Just a hungry bear that will keep some of the men from being as hungry.
Oh, marvelous, marvelous. Why don't you take that over to the officers' mess? And feel free to stop by in a half hour or so and pick yourself up a bit.
Sounds good.
All right.
Right? Yeah.
Some of you were like, "Wait, that wasn't our plan."
What?
But Layla's like, "Right."
I don't know.
No, it's fine. You're good. I would give you more inspiration.
No one else was saying anything, and I'm like, well, there's no reason to
Yeah,
disagree.
so you
with
stepped
it,
in
so.
and you role played, and it's all good. You head over towards the officers' tents, and
Bunch of extra meat.
there's a quartermaster officer there, starting to get their stuff ready. He's got, well, all right, you're all Frontiers people, right? So you know possum when you see it, no matter how dressed up the guy makes. And so he's got some of his cooks working on it, you know, making vegetables look really pretty, some wild plums and carrots, you know, a little bit of corn cobs around the side. You know, it's been cleaned and cooked and presented, but I mean, for those that know, you know. And it's just the size, the proportions, you know. And so he looks up when he sees you coming, you know, not exactly dripping, but some of the juices have probably soaked into the, we'll say you had sacks, unless, I mean, I don't know, I could stain up your backpacks, but we'll say you had sacks. being too nice? Should I just stain up the backpacks and make you look authentic? As the case may be, he sees you coming up with the obvious signs of 50 pounds of meat on you. You know, a couple of flies following along, and it's not, you know, it's still fresh. It hasn't gone over, but there is definitely an odor. If if you're in the butcher shop, you can tell, right? So he looks up and he says, "Good afternoon. What brings you this way?"
Yeah.
Really?
Here, we harvested its meat. Captain said to bring it this way.
Oh, how wonderful! Yes, right over here, and he takes you to a unused table and asks you to put it down. Calls his cooks over, and then he says, "Let's see. Oh, that's pretty good." He says, "I'll arrange for you each to have 10 shillings credit at the quartermaster tomorrow when I get around to my morning reports."
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
It's not like we've got enough barrels of salt to carry around to keep it for ourselves or any sort of smokehouse. So might as well let everybody else eat rather than let it go to waste.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure if you swing by in an hour or so, I can give you some nice heavy helpings, all you can eat. You did bring it in. And he starts telling the guys to get out different spices, just give the possum to the sergeants.
Yeah. That's what it goes. Normally, the officers get the possum meat, sergeants get what's left, and then everybody else gets beans. Well, we brought something better. Officers get the better, sergeants get the possum.
I mean, they have packed some tack and things along, and hardtack, I should say. Beef jerky, dried fruits and things. They have a lot of wagons. And they're hoping, though, to shoot animals, especially deer and things, but there are a number of different animals. So, you guys go and clean up your stuff. And
gotta clean up right. Can't have all the blood on you or the game will smell you coming.
okay. So you come back a little while later. All of the senior officers, General Braddock, the regimental commanders, battalion commanders, are around. Either Gates or Lee would be on duty, but the other one would probably be here. And they have a fancy spread with good silverware and plates and goblets and a silver candelabra in the center of the table with a couple of vases and large carafes of, wine, rum, primarily, Washington would have a bottle of whiskey kind of near him on the table. If you've ever been to Mount Vernon, that guy would drink like a quart a day. And they're like, and this is George Washington's liquor cabinet. And you're like, no. Anyways, I digress. Washington can put it back. For better or worse, it's well known. And so, they've got a lot of stuff, and you guys go up, and the quartermaster has a table cleared nearby for you to sit at. Not really at their banquet, but like they're the head table and you're the next table over. And oops. Where did my die go? Same dice. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Alright, so there are numerous comments among the officers. You all have pretty good passive perceptions, so you don't have to go out of your way to listen, and they're not exactly being quiet and you're nearby. But they do talk about how pleasant and how would they say, fortifying the meal is, and what a nice break it is from the small critters and field meats they've been having. And they make a couple of good-natured jokes in the manner of soldiers, Hey, I guess the equivalent today would be like, yeah, well, I got the peanut butter and a brownie. But, yeah, we had to eat those eggs the other day that you pour the boiled water in a pouch. And so that's not quite what they're doing. I don't think, I know they could pack eggs in, like lard and stuff to help absorb it, but I don't imagine that the average soldier had very many scrambled eggs in the field. So, biscuits, a bowl of rice, some beans is not unusual. So when they're having these, big 1.5 2-pound steaks slammed down in front of them, they're really happy. Some are enjoying a quote rack, several ribs. I mean, if you had a whole rack of bear ribs, you'd be in trouble. But it would be one of those contests. They don't do that in this part of the colonies. But they're really enjoying themselves and talking and laughing, and all of your side dishes are good too. You're up near the officers' cornbread, and you've got actual corn and maize, and even the beans are cooked to a higher caliber by I don't want to call it, by the officer's chef, I guess, the officer's quartermaster. And as they're finishing up, and you guys are finishing up as well, and they're starting to finish up, and General Braddock looks over at your table, and he says, I understand you scouts are responsible for this fine meal this evening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I also hear that you led a group of Her Majesty's soldiers to a nest of French where they had their headquarters for their scouting expedition in the area. Is that correct also? Was that you?
Yes,
That
sir.
was
That's very, very good work. You've shown yourselves to be very capable. And he leans over, and it's like he's not really trying to whisper. He's not trying to be rude, but like it's a backhanded compliment. He says to a major next to him, particularly for militia. And the major's like, yes, sir. And he turns to the other side and he says, Colonel Washington, you've been talking to me about getting an advance force together. Why don't you start preparing that force and among your scouts, put this group, give them badges of Lance Corporal. And Colonel Washington turns and goes, yes, General, I'd be glad to. And he tells you to report to it's not really the Sunday morning assembly area near the tents in the morning to join with some others who are going to be trained a little further in wilderness warfare to fight the local French forces. So, ding, milestone. To level 2. Braddock. They don't have shoulder stripes yet. What you get is like a pin a couple inches high and about an inch wide with it's a Lance Corporal insignia. Corporal
badge to put on your cap or coat.
Yeah, exactly. You could do either with it. It's just so that when people see you, they know that you experienced and moved up a little bit. And it's militia, so like you can't go start demanding redcoats do stuff, but you can tell regular militia what to do, particularly if they're assigned to you. But let's see. So, second level, I was looking, obviously everyone gets another hit die, some hit points. Most of the things that would be considered training are like increasing your proficiency bonus and stuff actually make sense. So I didn't feel, unless you guys really, really want to, I didn't think we needed to role play out 10 days of training. But you report to Washington in the morning, along with roughly 100 others. And you're broken up into ranks and groups. And essentially, they're not going to charge you. You're still under the Crown's orders, so you don't have to pay for it, but it does take 10 days. And they basically break it down into sections. So there's a couple of days just practicing shooting and reloading as marksman against more and more distant targets, with tips and some instruction from, your friendly acquaintance, Daniel Boone. And there's some rough fighting being taught by another of your friendly acquaintances, Daniel Morgan. Washington himself talks about what cover is good and what cover is bad, and sets up little exercises going through bits of the woods. You do get a little bit of instruction in European warfare from the color sergeant. Was it Bourne or no? It was Daly. And then there was a couple days practicing with artillery with Captain Lee. Now, Andrea, you don't have martial weapons as such. So during the days when they're on the range, you're basically appointed safety officer. And you're given a little bit of authority. Like, you get to tell people when to load, when to present, when to fire. And they need to keep, hands off the trigger till you say all that. If there is an accident, because given the nature of things, I'm not going to draw, misfire cards for every round. But I guarantee a few of them jam, a few of them go off, a few of them blow smoke. Some might even backblast, and you have to use a little bit of heal. So that's what you're doing as you work on your silver tongue charisma, encouragement, command kind of stuff.
Okay.
And so at the end of 10 days, put milestone. Second level. Training. – 10 days. Let's see. So you had the silver tongue. She had. What do you get at second level for barbarian? Fighter has action surges. We don't have a fighter. We have a ranger.
Yeah, and I took fighting styles.
Which
Or
ones?
I got it. I took archery.
Okay.
Well, the choices are kind of lame. It was between dual weapon or two weapon fighting or archery. Because while fun, the druidic warrior I doubt did for this campaign. Like some of the other ones, though, the Unearthed Arcana ones, they had some cool ones for this, especially close quarter shooter. When making a range attack while you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature, you do not have disadvantage on the attack roll, and your ranged attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover against targets within 30 feet of you. And you get a +1 to attack rolls. It's broken as fuck, but it's like, ooh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a little broken, but that's why it's still on our card.
Well, it's like I was reading, it's like, okay, that is cool. Oh, shit, it keeps going. And it keeps going even further. It's like, you could have shut that down after the first sentence.
Yeah.
Well, without the +1, it's not that different from sharpshooter. Just
Well,
close range.
Yeah, it's basically crossbow expert.
Yeah.
But different Unearthed Arcanas are for different worlds and games, though. That's why they're all optional and untested. So, no, stick with the normals. Archer's a good one, definitely.
Yeah, just a great +2 to the roll is always nice.
Okay, and rogue.
In action.
Oh, okay.
The
landmark ability.
Yeah. A dash, disengage, or hide is a bonus action. That makes a big difference to a rogue.
Yeah, I mean, you can finally stop standing in the open like a goober.
Tracy, did you put down your reckless attack and danger sense? Danger sense especially is the next best thing. It's like evasion, basically, almost.
As long as you can see it and it's rolling dex.
At least you get the advantage. You don't get to no damage, but...
I spelled reckless. Reckless attack.
Yeah, but when you combine danger sense with a feat like shield master, it gets really good really fast.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You said it was. Where am I? Where did you? Where am I? Oh, there it is. I was like, I can't find this stuff. Armor defense.
Oh, and Brian, second level ranger actually gets spell casting, but how does that work for?
There are specific gambits. So some players' handbook gambits might be opened up, but right now, look at the gambits. Do you have the players thing, the nations and cannons?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Starting at second level. When you make the first attack.
It's page 61.
61. Okay.
Did you get it? Barb, spike, create, draw, dead drop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I just thought
the main thing, I guess, to look at is casting times and components, because some of them don't really need a lot, but others need like shovels and gunpowder or tumbleweeds or if I adapt, I'm sure I will go and adapt a few other things to open up your possibilities, but I thought we'd play with these first.
Create drought as one of my spells.
That's a good one.
Especially since all it requires is herbs and all that fun stuff that I could naturally gather as
easily foraged. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but after about 8 hours, they dry up and lose their potency. War paint is pretty cool. You have to have paints and pigments with you and actually paint your face. It takes a minute to do, but it lasts an hour. And that's pretty good. Advantage on attack rolls and plus temporary hit points.
Escalade doesn't really have a big use, but it's useful when we get to those pesky mountains.
It's useful at specific times.
Yeah, I think I'll take Fog of War for my second one, because that doesn't require anything, and being able to disappear is always useful.
Yep.
Oh. What are you doing, you parrot?
It's one of Francois' 2 gambits that he gets away because of the Renegade. Fog of War is that works.
Yeah, but create drought will be the most useful, being able to basically create poultices or poisons.
Yep.
can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Please stop. Go away. Shoo, you little troublemaker.
There's a great thunderclap and a bolt of lightning slams into the ground in front of you, and you're not bothered.
Pretty much. I cannot spell to save my life.
So, funny story, Aggie, my little black and white kitten, his favorite thing now is to hop in the refrigerator whenever I open the door. Well, I didn't notice he did it last night until I started hearing meows and thumping on the inside of the refrigerator.
Oh no! Well, maybe that will teach the cat a lesson. Probably not. They're cats. But
because as smart as he is a complete dumbass. Meanwhile, my supposed dumb cat is probably one of the smartest cats I know because he doesn't get in my way or hop anywhere he's not supposed to.
Yet Wyatt's like he's a really smart dumb dog. Like, or he's a really dumb smart dog.
One of them.
Cause like he knows, like when he's got the shot collar, like that keeps him from barking. He knows exactly how loud he can bark to trigger it. So he'll trigger it once and then go right. We're going to go lower. Like it's really funny actually. It's like little things like that. So. But he's never been locked in the refrigerator. He can't fit.
No matter how much he would like to.
Did anyone's passive perception go up?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
What are your ACs? Klikli?
So, 15.
Yeah, so 15.
Oops. 15. Francois, 15.
Ow.
And Charlie, yours went up though, didn't it? What's your AC?
Yeah. I just started writing. I wrote down that stuff, and then Wyatt distracted me.
But your armor
Because we
class.
gave you
Why would it
the
go?
half coat and or the coat and the gorget.
Oh, it went up to 17.
From 14 to 17.
Yeah.
Okay. And Layla, what's yours? I just don't have it.
15.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot about the armor pieces. And I was like, why did my armor go up when I gained a level? Like, did my skin just get
No.
more
I knew.
honest?
I mean, I could have looked in the notes, but it's easier just to ask you and make sure.
No, yeah.
So, hit points, Klikli.
Oh, do we get more hit?
My hit points are now 20.
Oh no.
Yeah, you get another hit die
Oh, what is
with your hit points plus your con
I
bonus.
forgot
Are we
to-
rolling or doing standard?
how are we doing?
I took the average.
I think we should do
Average.
standard.
That's what I thought.
What is the...
Just making
So-
sure.
I don't gamble when it comes to my hit points.
Yeah, you might roll that one. I'd rather
Yeah.
just take the 7,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Tracy?
Is it 7 or
You get 7 plus your con.
Oh, so
What's your con bonus?
9. So
So
that is
9.
24.
24. And Francois?
I'm up to 17 now.
Well, that'll help.
Woohoo!
You would have just been up. You'd have been at 1 hit point, but you'd have just been up.
I can't do special things. To stay at 1 hit point.
Layla, how many hit points do you have?
I don't know how many I got from the level up.
Oh, okay, because you're a Firebrand.
Yeah.
Wait, if my constitution is trained, do I
Huh?
know what the number of that's? I'll skip it.
Firebrand, it's a D8, and so you get 5 plus your Constitution modifier. And your hit dice now is 2d8. Tracy, your hit dice now is 2d12.
My
Shit.
constitution modifier?
Constitution mod, yeah. What's your con?
plus 0, so I'm at 8 plus 5 is 13, I think.
Aw, you're squishy.
Yeah.
Did you say D?
Oh,
It was
she's
2D.
squishy compared to the road.
2d12.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
At
yeah.
least the road has combo to add to the gates.
That.
Well, but my
number,
magic
not,
is charisma,
Right,
so my
this number.
charisma is plus
Yeah.
3.
not that number.
Right. That's your second
Okay, I
charisma.
just want to make sure.
Oh, my dex is plus 30.
See, my intelligence and my charisma are plus 3, so I'm smart and pretty.
But you don't brag about being smart, because being pretty pays off more.
Yeah, exactly.
Joke. Come hang out with us.
Just don't be an asshole.
Come on, why? No, you're okay, fine.
Okay. Your Lance Corporal badges are a little different too. Well, Layla's is. The rest of you have Scout insignia. She has a medical insignia. Not the full-on Asclepius rod, but it definitely indicates, I don't know, like a bandage and a scalpel.
She may not have a doctor's insignia, but she has medical pull.
A knife wrapped in a bandage.
So also we have lieutenant.
You know, the officers
What,
earn
you
the
said we
rod
have
or pay for it.
Lieutenant bars or something?
No, Lance Corporal.
Lance. You mean we have general bar? No, sorry.
Lance Corporal means that you're equal to a corporal, but you're still getting the same pay. Like you have more responsibility, but no raise.
Love that for us.
Is it bars or is it overtime? Or I'm sorry.
It's a little badge, a little infantry insignia.
It's the last, it's the first sign of responsibility in our military.
But they're little badges. The stripes aren't that far off, but they weren't quite there yet.
So this is about the time that Lance Corporal was even invented for the Brits.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the British regular army at this point, I mean, we think 75 years is a long time, but in military tradition, it's really not. They were pretty new. Plus, get down. Plus, I guess it should be told that each state's militia, and sometimes each local militia, would make up their own insignias and things. But right now you have the British Army Scout insignia and Medic insignia, and it's a little badge. By the time of the Revolution, they'll start putting the cloth stripes on.
Wyatt,
But-
come here.
It's, and as I said, it's not like there's a pay upgrade. It's just a recognition of abilities and responsibility. You guys, okay, you have your paperwork's all done for everybody? At least we had a light moment when people were doing paperwork. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess kind of along those same lines though, when you're all finished, Colonel Washington, who I guess I'd say, yeah, like friendly acquaintance. You've had a lot of contact, but you haven't really had friendly drinks together, you know? And he addresses you all and he says, well done, you've all learned a lot. I trust that you'll be able to help handle the forward edge of this march. And in order to have you help share your training and experiences, we're going to assign each of you a trainee militia private. So, and they have been arriving recently. He would single you out in particular, because, I mean, on the average, you're all kind of younger than most of the other people around. Especially Charlie, you're like 16, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Like about it, we're both.
But I'm better than most.
So he directs you to a particular tent down the rows and a couple over.
Oh my God, you're.
Where you find a group of basically 15-year-olds.
Oh, now I'm a baby, so.
Well, like you're, yeah, I guess like you're the sophomore and they're the freshman. You're showing them around, or maybe the senior. Even though you're only a year older, you know, people age quickly back then, right?
Yeah,
They
no,
grow
the
up quickly.
Between a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old, actually.
And so I have their stats. I didn't name them because they're basically beginners, and keeping well, okay, they may die. I mean, if you throw them forward and use them as fodder, that's your choice to make. There's also the protege thing, that they or their replacements may become at some point your backup character. So you don't necessarily have to train them like Tracy. You'll be a grenadier, but if you wanted your on deck to be something else, you could encourage them down that path. They're not going to advance as quickly as you, but they will advance. And I mean, I didn't even really designate sex or anything like that. I kind of wanted to give you guys some options. But here's their basics. Where did the book go? Okay. So, militia, footmen, Tracy and Andrew, you guys might want to take this down.
Okay.
Because you're going to be playing these guys.
Then. Then hold on, let me open another.
I mean, you know.
No, I got it. I just want to open a different thing. Okay, got it. Okay, give me.
Just the basics,
Hold on.
but.
Title document.
Wait, Mom, could you hand me?
I
got it. Militia. Who?
Militia, soldier.
Soldier. Just one or more?
Well, one for each of you.
Okay. No, that's better. Okay.
I just don't want to have, you know, I'll feel like I'm doing it all
His
myself
name
if
is Chip. Got it? Okay.
Sure.
Chip is. Go ahead.
AC 13.
AC 13.
Wool coat.
HA 11. God, this even squishier than Andrea's character.
Yeah, well, he's less squishy than Francois or Andrea or, Andrea's character were at level 1.
Yep. True story.
Not as good as AC,
Where's-
but better hit points.
Well, we'll let them loot stuff off of.
They each have a brown bess.
What are
And a
the
brown bat.
+3 to hit.
3? Okay. Do they have?
Oh wait. Yeah, okay. And then
What's their damage on?
2d8 +1. Like that.
AC.
Okay, so
13,
Charlie's is Chip. Okay.
Whether that's his name or not.
It is. You decide. So
It
if
is
that's
working
what
out.
you want it to be.
That worked out great. How did you know my mom named me Chip? You look like a chip. Your mom had foresight.
Well, maybe his mom just called him that because it's a nickname and.
Oh, my friends always called me a chip off the old block, so eventually they just got tired of saying all that, so it's just Chip.
C13 wool coat, HP 11, brown best musket, 2d8.
And yes,
Do
this
they
guy
have
reminds me
backbones?
of Chip
Wait,
Teacup.
does it have what?
Do they have an attack bonus?
+3.
+3.
Plus
Yeah,
Okay.
They have proficiency in that +1.
the brown best is +3 to hit, and it's 2d8 +1 on the damage
It
for
was
them.
breaking up a little bit, so I didn't get
Yeah.
that.
How come they get a +1? I don't get a plus anything on mine.
Yeah, what's your text bonus?
Don't I? Or am I doing that? No, I
You
have
do your
to.
dex book.
Wait, do I? Or am I not adding it because I'm an idiot?
No, it's
Nope.
you have +2 and +3. 2d6 +2, 2d6 +3.
No. +4, 2d8.
Oh, with your brown best specifically.
If as you come up with names or other things, let me know and I'll just put it in. But I didn't want to just decide it all. I wanted to leave it open in case they end up becoming loaded J's. And so
Charles.
June 12th.
Clyde Mason. I don't know. Mine seems like a Clyde.
I'm gonna go with Morgan.
I think Claude.
Claude and Clyde.
He's not even French, he just decided, you are now French.
No, but my original middle subtitle was Colonial Minion, so CM, hence Clyde Mason.
So
Yeah,
Claude,
I
Chip,
was-
Clyde, and
I was
Morgan.
of a similar mind, that's why mine started with an M. It's like, he's my minion.
Yeah.
The start.
That and I couldn't find the Oneida word for bait.
There's a,
Beat it.
All right.
Beat it.
no, there, we should find, like, the word, like, another word for decoy. Like in non-English. There's is it, I don't remember if it was Daffy and the Porky Pig or if it was in the Tiny Toons.
Where are you having them march?
But Porky
Hey, I
Pig was
found the,
decoy.
The word for bait. Yuck. Sounds almost Klingon.
Well, I
However you
mean,
want to say it, but yeah.
Yuck. Okay.
Here, I'll put it in chat because it's got like weird. It's good. No, it's got a accent mark. It's got a colon. Not sure how accurate it is though, because that's the AI telling me that.
And the AI never lies.
It just
All right.
resonates a little.
So, if you're in your standard formation, where do you want these for?
In the middle, behind us, about 30 feet. I like that.
What's up?
Sean, what do you like?
Oh, no, I was digging through languages again, and I found a word for worm, because I went from bait to lures to worm, and it's Luseg is worm.
Fun.
Yeah. Languages are fun. I think I've learned more words either because I want to learn cuss words or I needed it for something else when it comes to foreign languages than any other thing.
Yeah. Most of the time when I'm learning a language, it's because I'm watching a show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Japanese because you want to watch anime. German, well, German's just fun. It's just like everything's so angry.
Yeah, it can sound so nice, but so angry at the same time.
Like butterfly. Well, and the funny thing, the nice thing about German is that when you're learning it, as long as you know the base words, you can figure shit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you'll get a single word like butterfly, and it's just like, we're going to spell out every single word in this thing and just call it that all at once.
Yeah. But also, like, just in terms of the origin of words, we have a lot of Germanic, like, prefixes and suffixes in the English language, so there's correlation.
Yeah, well, that's because English as a language likes to take other languages into deep, dark alleys and
bastardize them, yeah.
I guess everyone make perception rolls.
Nope.
Perception. I'm pretty
I got
perceptive.
dirt in my eye.
Yeah, me too. I got a 7.
19.
Ooh, the professional scouts got a 6 and a 7. When did the
Hey, it happens, guys. It's okay.
21.
Yeah, and I got a
19.
19. I know, Wyatt. It's okay.
And Francois got what, a 6?
6?
All right.
Bless you, dog.
Um,
And now he's messing up the wall.
roll initiatives.
Oof.
Andrea got punched in the gut in her initiative.
I mean, dead ass though. That's a crit fail. So, is it 3?
A 3. Klikli.
22.
Charlie.
8.
Francois.
14.
We are all over the place.
You know what? Of all the nat ones, at least it was initiative.
Yeah, right. I didn't want to take my nat 20 in initiative, though, but that seems to happen more often than not.
A nice spread on initiative can be useful sometimes.
Yeah, actually, sometimes.
Once you get past the first round, where going first makes a big difference, so after that, spread it out so you can react.
Yeah.
Okay, Klikli doesn't notice. Surprise, no actions, reactions.
Except Klikli can react in surprise rounds.
If you get attacked, you'll be able to dodge.
Okay.
You'll do the dance of the dodge.
No, it's really just Klikli is so damn paranoid that as soon as a stick cracks or something like that, he just instantly drops to the ground.
That's gotta be a really... You've gotta have anxiety to live that kind of life.
Well, that's why on paper he's 18, but as far as how everyone else sees him, he's like, oh, he's very wise Native American scout.
You're paranoid, Native American. You are.
Well, when everyone actually is out to get you, it's not paranoid.
I told my 7th graders, I taught them a new saying. Well, it was new to them. Because this kid's like, well, it's almost right. And I said, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And since we're not doing either of those things. And he's like, yeah, you're right. You can almost hit with a hand grenade.
Yeah, you don't have to be dead on for a hand grenade to...
He didn't even care about the horseshoe thing. He's like, how old are you, lady? Horseshoes. Yeah, but the hand grenade thing, they all latched onto that one.
Of course they did.
This will use him.
They're a funny group of kids. I like them.
Okay, so he goes first. There's a shot from among logs and brush over there at Klikli. You get to dodge.
I see Klikli doing this like really elegant like dodging technique.
Actually. Yeah, I guess he would. He
Talking about
doesn't.
gymnastics and dodging.
Yeah, when they throw a spear at me,
So-
I do this.
Disadvantage is still a 19, but no sneak attack
Haha.
because he lost his advantage when you were dodging.
Go quickly.
So just really? Wait, is there a bonus? So 5 points of damage.
Oh, that.
So a Shawnee warrior, looks like a more experienced warrior than you've been running into, runs up on Klikli as well, and he swipes at you with his tomahawk/axe.
Disadvantage.
That one's a miss. What's his bonus? One is a clear miss, the other one's really close, but you managed to dodge out of the way at the last moment.
Thank God.
And then Francois, Charlie, and Layla are surprised. Wait, no, Francois and Charlie are surprised. Layla. Well, Your perception right at the last moment caught one of them moving.
Cool.
Your perception's 21 and he was 21. So you're not entirely surprised. You cannot act against the Indian.
Okay.
But if you wanted to do something else or act against the looks like a fur trapper or traveler of some kind.
But at this point, the Indian is already like attacked. It's just I
They
can't
both
react.
have. They both
Okay.
have. They went after Klikli.
Okay, so I am gonna start by shooting my brown bass at the one I do notice.
All right. He's got some cover from brush and logs and things,
Okay.
so it'll be a little harder. Actually, he's got quite a bit.
$18 to hit.
Yeah, that it snaps a few branches on its way through, but it does manage to find its target.
Cool. And then it's the 2d8, right?
I
Or
believe
round
so.
dice.
Yeah.
$14 total.
Sure.
And then
Ouch.
I want to like get low into these bushes and just kind of tuck myself.
Okay. All right, Klikli, there's a guy right in front of you.
So whip out my tomahawks and I'm gonna go to town on him.
All right.
First swing. What is that? It's a 16 hit.
Melee, yes.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, that sucked. 3 points of damage.
All right. Well, you managed to connect once at least, and
And then bonus attack. That's a 21 to hit.
that gets him. Roll your damage.
2 points of damage.
Woo! All right. He seems like he's taken glancing blows from tomahawks before, and it doesn't really bother him that much. But you did connect.
I seriously rolled a 1 and a 2 on my damage rolls. That was pathetic.
Okay, next. That one goes. So he pulls out a long knife, goes 5, 10, 15, 10, 20, 25, 30. Klikli's not dodging anymore, right?
What was that?
Klikli's not dodging anymore, right? Because you
No,
attacked
that was
him.
just
Yeah.
a surprise round thing.
Okay. So then that's a nat 20. He runs up and stabs his knife into you for 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then the warrior missed and missed with his hand axe. Really badly missed. I mean, the one you just doesn't even come close to you, don't even have to evade. And then on the backswing, he actually hits a piece of branch and has to unstick his tomahawk. And then, that was just sad. Francois, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to move to the left of camera to get to the next sort of cover bit. And then, yeah. Before I get into the cover, I'm going to shoot the carbine at the guy with the long knife.
Okay.
And that is a misfire.
Oh no.
You have inspiration.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use inspiration. I don't want my gun blowing up.
Okay.
So that's that's much better. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay. So at first your trigger doesn't pull because your gun's not cocked, but you just cock it real quick and then fire. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's see if I can make this guy suffer a little bit. 11 points of damage.
All right, that hits him in the side of the head and he drops.
And then I finish the move to cover and use a bonus action to hide as my cunning action.
All right, roll stealth.
Okay. 22 stealth.
Okay. So you slip back behind the tree where no one can see you. And then Charlie.
Chip, go forward. No, I was joking. I cannot see me. Oh, there I am. Okay, I shoot the one that's not Quigley.
Shoot the enemy that's not dead.
Well, there's one Indian standing
Okay.
there and
Does
one
she
not.
need to make a perception check to determine?
And they're both standing there fighting with tomahawks,
I
jumping
know,
around.
like, how do I know? How can I tell? Because people don't look different. That.
Well, everyone looks the same when you're looking at 15 millimeter.
Alright, so that is a 17. 17 to hit with. Good old Brown Bessie. 17.
That gets him. Yeah.
Alright.
Boom.
Shakalaka. 12 altogether.
All right. So a little bit of blood sprays into the bushes as your shot hits him. And Layla. You're right here.
So, yeah, and it's just the other guy that, right, he's just the last one left.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try then with the Highland pistol. Let me just find those stats again. There it goes. Okay. Alright. Fingers crossed. Oh, yay. Okay. So, 21 to hit.
That hit.
Cool.
I think you're gonna splatter and craft the landscape.
Good. Still 2d8. Not as good. 7.
All right. He's bleeding and looking really bad, but still has some fight in him. And so let's see, who's that? That's gonna be Morgan. What do you want Morgan to do, Sean? Can you see him? You can't see him.
I do not see Morgan, so. Oh, there he is. Considering that these guys are brand new raw recruits that were just ambushed, I have a feeling these guys are quick on the trigger and not very good at aiming, so he's probably gonna shoot and hit me.
Alright, well, we'll see. Roll to hit. I mean, if he rolls a 1, he might, but...
If it's resentful that he's being led about by a...
If just to hit well, then, well, he's a unicorn. He's almost a unicorn. That's a 21 to hit with his brown pets.
Oh, nice. Alright, roll damage.
Okay. These guys were 2d8? Yeah, 2d8 plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
Alright, he gets the kill. Right over your shoulder. Zip! Bam! Right into the guy's head. And he drops.
Yeah, I think pretty much even he's looking at his gun like, holy shit, I hit! And holy shit, he hit!
Yeah, he looks both shocked and very pleased with himself. And that's both of them. They're both down. So, the others, I guess, look around, you know, like they're supposed to. They point their rifles around, train them around the tree line, but they don't actually see anything. So, All clear.
Neat. Loots.
Yeah, it's time to start looting.
There's hand axe, tomahawk. You know, stats and styling.
Yeah.
There's some tanned hides.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
You got a couple who are good at valuing and selling those tan hides.
It's got, well, it's the what he was wearing is tanned hide.
Oh.
So it's got a few holes and some blood on it. He does have wampum though. He has 10 wampum.
10 wampum.
Oh, the wampum.
Little shells that are carved and painted in such an exact way. Historically, they were more ceremonial thing, but we'll go with pop culture and say they also used them as money. And there's a coat pistol, a long knife. Two hunting traps. And 12 souls.
Okay.
12 what?
French soul.
The
They're kind of like shillings.
money.
Libra is
because
pounds.
I was
soul
like,
is shillings.
I was like, this guy's got their souls. Like, that's not the
French soul,
Yeah, yeah.
like the sun, because they have a picture of the
S-O-L.
Sun
Got it.
King.
Not S-O-U-L. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big difference there.
Yeah, I mean, I've sort of rounded off their values a little bit just to fit, D&D decimals.
I was like, I thought there
So,
was
like,
magic in this game.
The pieces of 8, I mean, despite their name, I just put them down as being 10 of the what's-its. It was here. Reales, that's it. So a piece of 8, also known as a peso, is roughly equal to a pound or a French livre or a Dutch Umendalder. The lion dollar is what it translates as. But 8 reales to a peso or a piece of 8 would just be obnoxious for bookkeeping. So, unless I decide at some point to start, because during the revolution, the economic background actually becomes important. I mean, like, they'll be paying you in continental dollars, presumably, that are close to worthless. But, and each state really does issue their own banknotes. But I didn't want to overly complicate it, so I just have kind of standard rates for those as well. But like a Pennsylvania pound is not directly equal to a British pound sterling. Anyways, we'll get to that when we get to it. Those are the coins that were on them. They had a little bit of equipment on them. Your guys have seen a fight. One of them made a kill. And so then what do you do with the bodies and how do you proceed from there?
Okay. Our guys don't have any close combat weapons, so should we just give them the close combat weapons?
Anyone who wants their guy to have the knife?
Yeah, I'd say that at least the 2 melee weapons we need to hand to our trainees and start with the who made the kill gets the first choice of which weapon.
Morgan is getting a tomahawk.
Okay.
Alright, and then probably hand over the knife and the coke pistol to each of those to one of the other trainees.
Mm-hmm.
And coke pistols not a point blank, but maybe we could, but at least say something that,
It gives him something to do.
And then, did you want to take one of the hunting traps while I take the other?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. And then I just put the wampum and the souls and the party trap.
Alright, so who do we want to give the knife and who the coke pistol?
I'll give my guy can take the knife and then
So Chip will take the knife.
yeah.
And since I'm the pistol specialist, I guess Claude can take the coke pistol.
Okay.
And then, Brian, while they're getting kitted up and deciding what to do with the bodies, Klikli would like to spend the next minute grabbing herbs and stuff like that from the surrounding area so he can do his create drought, so he can take that.
All right. What are you making?
The poultice of healing.
Okay.
Because it takes a minute to do it as I gather up the stuff, and then and then I'm gonna put that over all my nice tomahawk slashes and bullet holes.
Okay.
Okay. This is your next training session. Field healing.
All right. So go ahead. What do you roll for that one?
It's 2d4 plus 2, and I rolled a 4 and a 3 plus 2.
Cool.
So I get 9 back. So not
That's
too
not
bad.
bad.
I'm still down 6, but yeah. That's pretty good. Almost
Keep
max.
Close to max. Close to max from the gambit. That's all you can really ask.
Mm-hmm. No, when I saw that was one of the options for what I could take as a second level ranger, I'm like, yoink.
For sure.
And it's something that you can prepare in advance when you know you're going into a big battle.
Mm-hmm.
Even-
Yeah, I'll have to create hours.
Yeah, I mean, when you start your day's patrol, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and I was looking it up, and there's no limit to how many I can make as long as I have the spell slots to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, here it is. At higher levels, when I cast it at higher levels, I can create more. But still, that's one extra poultice that we have in our inventory.
You can do one per cast, and then at higher levels, you can do more per cast. You can hand them to someone, they could keep it and use it, but you can't sell it because the shopkeepers know it'll be dead in a few hours.
Yeah. Oh, I see what it says. Yeah, it just means like if I cast it at second level, I create 2 poultices instead of just 1. Okay,
Yeah.
I get that. And the nice thing is I can do poisons too, and you guys can't claim it's evil in this setting, so...
Nope,
yeah.
it's something they just do.
Because they're evil.
Because everybody, colonists, Indians, all of them were freaking evil. In their own way. Where are we?
Listen to the
well,
terminology.
Jesus said that we don't have to listen to all that shit. Like, that was the whole point.
No, well, first off, that needs to be taken in context. Don't forget
Context.
everything that's gone before. Forget this one particular bit. Second, do unto others as you would have done to you is a fair replacement. Because
Yes.
would you want somebody to stick you with viper venom?
It really depends on how much I've been drinking.
No, stop.
You may feel. We'll see when we get there, and I'm not going to demand specific role play, but I think I would give extra inspiration to someone like, Benjamin Martin in The Patriot, that genuinely feels bad and ashamed of what he did. His brutal, disgusting actions. They worked. It was the way things were done then. He wasn't alone. Both sides did it. Still felt kind of bad.
Well,
Don't wear the
right
uniform
now,
I
we're a
butchered
bunch of
people in.
Essentially,
The
teenagers
eyes and noses
early
that they set
20-year-olds.
down.
The son puts the jacket on.
So,
and he's like, take
yeah,
it off.
hold
The
on.
French are people. Pretty much guilt right now.
So, let's see.
It's only
The 12.
couldn't say that because the French are mainly white.
That's 11 a.m.
Truth.
I guess I need to check. Wow, okay. Busy day. All right. So you scout a little further out and can take a short rest if anyone needs a short rest.
Yeah. Get rid of those last set points.
Short rests are good rests.
Nice. I'm back up to full health.
Cool. Okay. Encounter distance. Always critical. Tracy, can you roll 2d8?
Yes. I 8 and 5 is 13.
So roll initiatives. But there's a bunch of Frenchmen down there, and they've seen you, and you've seen them.
Nice.
Okay. Francois,
21.
Charlie,
12.
Layla,
4.
Klikli,
7.
All right, Francois, you're reacting first. So you're down here. They're Frenchmen up there, over here, over there, over there.
all over the place. What's the range to the closest one?
For you?
Yeah.
Here, let's do this easy. $70 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to behind that big tree, or to the corner of that big tree.
I guess go that way, and then you'll end up there.
And, yeah, I wanna go up and fire at the one, whichever one I can see best, while still being somewhat behind the tree.
All right. Probably him.
Am I within 45 feet? Or is it either way I'm firing, but,
Not quite. He's like 50 feet.
yeah, oh. Huh. Alright, so it's 18 to hit. Got 2 13s, it doesn't matter whether it's advantage, disadvantage, or not.
Those hit.
Alright, so 12 points of damage. And then I use a bonus action to hide.
Okay, make your stealth roll. Your shot hits him and he just falls to the ground.
$23 stealth.
Okay. Next.
Have to show these trainees how not to march in a line and chant.
This is where we're at. Hear us coming
He
towards
moves
you.
behind the rock.
Right.
And he's gonna shoot at Charlie.
No, he's not.
Hey, you shot at me last time. It's your
Charlie's beautiful. I'm just joking. Charlie's probably not that pretty.
Seriously.
No,
turn.
Charlie's.
What's the term when you're trying to be polite? Homely
No.
or handsome?
Handsome. You're a handsome woman.
Something.
Ooh.
When he gets behind the rock and fires his weapon at you, it hisses and smokes, and it seems like there's a fouling and this there's something that needs to be cleared.
Haha. He doesn't know how to use a gun. I mock him. Even though I don't.
Well, it's your turn. Do you have vicious mockery?
No, I'm not a part. All the wasted opportunity. I can't see. Who was there? It's those blue guys. Who's that guy by the tree over there? Away from us.
Just some trapper.
Is he shooting at us?
No, he's shooting at the other guys.
He's shooting at the French.
His name's Francois.
And he hates the French.
He's Johnny's character.
Oh, that's Johnny's. Thank you for explaining that. 'Cause I was like, what the? Oh, Francois. Sorry. It's all new characters. I hate. This is where I'm like with my students. I'm like, what's your name again? You know, I've been in your room for like 3
Come
months
on.
now. All right, got it.
Francois is being the proper road.
Do I need to move
Run
up?
for cover, shoot, and drop.
You can move up if you'd like.
No, but well, if I shoot from here, am I in range? Or do I have or am I at disadvantage from here? I shoot my brown bass at one of those Frenchies. Oh, I'm sorry. One of those French individuals. I will roll. Ah, I missed. Actually, I rolled a 1. So what do I have to roll for that?
You have an inspiration.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I am going to definitely use that inspiration because I don't want the gun blowing up in my face. That would be bad. And that is actually a much, much better roll. Does a 19 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay. But now I don't have any inspirations. Or luckies, because lucky's not a thing yet. 10 altogether.
Alright, you hit him and he falls leaning against the rock, but he's still up and preparing to shoot.
I gave myself 200 shots instead of taking them off. The delete key didn't help.
What's Klikli's dex?
My dex is 16.
Okay. So you're up next.
Alrighty. And where am I?
You're back over here.
Okay. So I'm directly behind the tree as it is?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to peek around the edge of the tree and shoot that one guy who is out in the open next to the rock.
Around this way? Okay.
Yeah. The kneeling Frenchman. Whip! That's a nat 20.
Jeez.
Yes.
Alright, roll your damage.
Okay. It's a shame my traditional weapons thing doesn't work on bows, because, yeah. Okay. 10 points to damage. Low damage rolls, but whatever.
Alright. Well, you hit him in the head, and his hat goes flying as he collapses.
Oh.
And then...
A perfectly understandable response.
Yeah, these just random group of people come out, shoot a couple of them dead. Their gun blows up in their face. Yeah, I'll be running.
Alright, Charlie, right. Jeez. These guys just suck. And my dice have worn out for the night, I suppose. Charlie, what's your armor class?
17. Plus 30. No, just 17. I know, I'm always trying that shenanigan stuff.
Alright. One of them manages to hit you for 14 points of damage.
Ooh, oof. That's bad. I'm bloody. Yeah, I'm definitely bloody. I only have 10 hit points left.
The other guy, you kind of watch it happen because he's sort of out where you can see. And he pulls the trigger and the flint hits the pan and breaks in half and a bit of sparking flint lands in the ammo pouch at his belt and it bursts into flame. You can hear the sound of shots discharging. He takes 1d6 plus 1 for each piece that was destroyed. I rolled a 6. So d6 plus 6. And Apparently the shots go straight into his side and he falls over, holding his side, and then stops moving.
Oof.
Wow, okay. Some of those misfires can be pretty nasty. Then.
Yeah. I mean, that is, ouch.
Comical. I mean, the guy just killed himself by blowing up his own ammo pouch.
But damn.
So that,
But yeah, we can do that too.
keep secondary pouch for your backup ammo and don't keep too much in your side.
I know, right? Lesson learned.
So only if you can explode, not because if I rolled a 12.
Holy guacamole, Batman. Yeah. Wow. All right. Lesson learned by that guy. We learned a lesson. Oof.
And
We all went, what? Oh shit, let's empty some of the stuff out right now.
I'm carrying too much ammo.
Carry too much ammo, oh my
Yeah,
God.
you've got 3 grenades right there on your chest, ready
Oh
to get shot.
no, we gotta throw these things out there.
Layla, you're up in round 1.
So
It's 90 feet to the one, it's 105 feet or so to the other.
what's the range on the ground pass?
60/240.
So I'll start. I'm gonna behind this outcropping of rocks, and I'll try to hit this guy with I don't know what just fell. I don't care.
Alright.
Probably. Whatever.
You're dying, pretty much.
Whatever. That's a nat 20.
Woohoo!
Nice.
So give me. There we go. $27. And I took myself behind the rock.
I think you got it.
Damage?
Yep, 27 damage.
Alright. You
Ooh,
get
that's
him
a
right
crit.
between the eyes.
That's double dice.
And it's like everything seems to slow down for a moment as the bullet's heading towards him.
Nice.
And he's kind of like, Sacre bleu. And then the bullet hits him in the forehead. And he sort of catapults backwards and falls to the ground. Sorry, I
Ragdoll physics, he does a 360 backwards.
That was classic.
Alright.
Classic.
And he's down. So you want your guys to move forward and fire? Or did you have something else in mind?
I had move forward and fire in mind. They have to
Yeah,
get practice at the range somehow.
That's a good plan. Move forward, fire. Keep going with that plan, guys. It's good. It's good.
Considering there's just one more guy.
That guy should just be like,
Oh, is that
I
what-
surrender. I do not want to fight to the death. I'm good.
Okay.
Maybe I'll live.
I guess Claude make an attack roll.
Okay.
They're all going the same time, but we'll just.
Chip never got
Is
making
it
a
standard range or long range?
Andrea, take this.
I'm guessing long range, but
90 feet,
alright, so
long range.
round best is long. Alright, so okay, that's going to be 6.
Alright.
I'm
Misses.
glad that it doesn't take lower because then it would have blown up in his face.
His misfire is 2.
Yeah, he had a 3, so he was barely avoiding his fire.
Alright. Chip? Tracy?
Chip.
Roll disadvantage.
God needs to be rerolled. Does a 15 hit?
It pings off the rock in front of him.
How much ammo do they have?
I've usually been, well, your guys, I guess they would give him, what was the starting package that you guys had? Was it 6 or 8?
I don't remember.
I'll double check equipment.
6?
The starting pack
It was
for
80.
10.
Was it 10?
10.
So they would have,
Yeah.
10 rounds.
Okay, so.
Alright, so.
Alright. Okay.
So, Chip, it was close. Clyde, that's Layla.
Yeah. 21.
Okay, that hit. 2d8 plus 1.
6. And to make up for all that double dice damage last round.
Alright, it grazes his arm. It burns a little bit, but he's not too bad. Morgan?
Okay, this is a disadvantage range, right?
Yes.
Okay. First one, 17. Second shot. Come on, cat, get out of my way, please. With an 8. You do not need the paint water.
Come on, all artists have had.
Wait,
had
what was
drinks.
that? You
An 8.
8 to hit? Okay, so yeah, that's just a clean miss. And then
Because the first dice roll would have hit.
Francois, you're hidden about 65 feet. If that's really close, I'll measure it.
No, it's not going to be that close. The only weapons I have, the weapons I would be using have a 2080, so
Oh, okay.
it's not that big a deal. I'm going to move out, and I'm going to fire the coat pistol. Move out to where I can see him clearly.
well-
Shoot. And that's a 21 to hit.
Alright, so, hidden advantage and distance disadvantage. So those cancel out. Was that a straight roll?
Yeah, that was a
Okay. Alright, cool. So that hit him. Bam!
for 13 points of damage.
Nice. Alright, that hits him in the side down near like the kidney, and you see blood spreading across his white broadcloth.
Alright,
Excuse
this
me.
time I think I'm going to finish him off and use the bonus action to pull the next pistol and shoot.
Okay.
No
Oh,
one's
Boom!
Say
that's
no.
only 10 to hit.
worse.
That one probably missed.
Yeah. That one pings off the rock in front of him. And then... that was your bonus action, right?
Yeah.
So 5, 10... interact to grab his musket. Fire... 5, 6. Firing at Clyde with the brown vest. Disadvantage, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 5 is gonna hit. Andrea, Clyde took 9 points of damage.
How many hit points do they have in total?
11.
11. Alright.
So he's bleeding pretty badly, and he lets out a scream of pain.
Yeah.
And then it's Charlie.
I have to reload. Is what I have to do. So, who's behind that tree? Is that quick way? Where are more trees? Is this gives me cover? No, that's her. Hello. I'm
You're
sorry,
right
I forgot
here.
that I was dressed as a boy. Does this give me cover?
The tree trunk, kind of, but Claude's behind it.
I pushed Claude over. I'm just joking.
The other guy just
Wait,
fired
let's
his
see.
musket, so got time.
15. Alright, that gives me more cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will then. I have to do the reload action.
Okay.
So.
And then Klikli.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit that
Wait.
last standing Frenchman.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
All right. You managed to graze him on the side. Roll your damage.
Okay. That's 8 more points of damage.
So leaves a pretty deep cut. Some more blood spreading along his uniform there.
Alright.
And then they're gone. And then Layla.
So all of the Frenchmen are gone?
There's one left.
Okay, I caught it.
Who's taken a few hits. He's
Yeah.
tougher than the rest. He might be like their sergeant or something.
No, I thought Sean had just gotten him.
And he had a few soul carving, which even more indicates that he might have been their sergeant.
Yeah.
They've had brown buses, but that other sergeant that was commanding volleys, he had a carbine.
This is another like tree.
Yeah.
Yeet. Wait. Yep, exactly the right amount of
Okay.
speed. And then I'll
Do you have another
the
gun?
pistol. Let me just make sure I have the right. 3120. So disadvantage.
Yeah, it's about 55.
Yeah. 14 and 15 to hit. 14 plus 3. 17 to hit him.
That hits.
Nice. And then. Ew. And then I have cover behind that, right?
Yeah.
Sort of.
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill him.
Half concealment, half cover.
Nice. So that is 12
Wyatt,
damage.
you're okay.
Wait, what is it?
12 damage.
Alright, that's exactly enough. So you managed to hit him back down on the side and the guts again, and he sags to the ground and lets out some French curses.
Nice.
And then collapses face first into the dirt.
Nice.
Yeah, with his back, because he was kneeling and he fell forward, so like his backside's kind of sticking up.
He gets to eat dirt as he dies. I mean, wow. It's just insult to injury. That's what I'm saying.
Claude, Chip, Clyde, and Morgan all look around. Clyde sort of sags and collapses to the ground. He has 2 hit points left, but he's really badly hurt.
I'll go heal him.
Okay.
No one else.
What are you using?
Yeah. I mean, they both take, well, because, yeah, they both take a slot. He gets more than max, because I rolled a 7.
Plus your bonus.
Plus 3, so 10, so he gets more than max.
So you go over and just sort of reach your fingers in and pull the bullet out. And he lets out a yell. But you know, squirt some ointment on it and slap a couple of leaves over it with some, you know, infection-killing tree moss. And he feels all better.
If it was that easy. I'm just gonna put some tree moss on your wound. Oh my god, thank you, that's amazingly better.
Pack your wound with some moss to soak up the blood. Put a quick band top of it. You're good.
Yeah. Oh man, wish I had done this before.
Anyone else need some healing?
No, I actually didn't get hit tonight because I'm not a ranger tonight.
That's battle hiding.
I mean, I know I jinxed it. I know I totally jinxed it, but.
Just wait till Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming for you.
Exactly. I will be dead before sundown.
So, well, time to loot and make sure that we collect the right tokens to be able to collect the bounty. This is what we're here for. We're here to get paid.
Pretty much. Well, you know, rent's not free.
Oh, the goddamn
Tell us how you really feel, Sean. Don't hold back now.
Well, the problem is, the little bastard likes sitting right on the exhaust fan on the top of my tower.
Well, that's the Mormons part.
Yeah, of course they do.
And then on top of that, he decides, like, those blackout curtains look climbable. So he looks like he wants to do that. Problem is, he's too damn stubby to actually jump higher than a couple feet. So he would just hit it, bounce, hit my tower, and start knocking shit over.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Survival instinct of a dodo. Why can't you be like your dumbass brother? He just stares.
He doesn't have enough of a thought to even hurt himself.
Oh no, you have no idea. Like, he's smarter than he lets on. Problem is, male all black cats are like male orange cats, where they share a collective brain cell.
Yeah.
We had an orange cat. We know.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was a fat cat too.
So, alright, there's a fusel carbine that has misfired powder. It's going to take a short rest to clear. Not a big deal, just saying. There's a spadroon. There's... Oops. Well... shot up French sergeant uniform if you want it.
Yeah.
Broadcloth uniform. I mean, it has an AC value,
Only
so I
if we want
mention
to try to
But
fake out the.
nobody's going to pay you for bloody French uniforms. But if you wanted to collect pieces, you could start putting stuff together. Yeah, like if you wanted to dress up as them.
Fake out.
I think they're more useful as proof for the bounty.
Just take the jackets. So there's then 4 footman jackets as well that are not in the best of shape. Although a couple of them were clean headshots, but a couple of the others are shot and bloody. There's 4 brown bess muskets and 4 bayonets.
We'll take them with us. We can always sell
Well, yeah, we get at least half value for each of those.
And 38 shots remaining. Combined. And did I give you the money? No. Total between all 5 of them, 23 livres, 27 sols, 21 denier. Denier are like the pence, the copper pieces.
them. Okay.
Or
so
denier.
It was
Oui, oui.
27 soul. What was the Libra?
27 sol, 23 livres,
Okay.
and 28 or 21 denier.
And we have all sorts of currency. We're starting to look like we're doing a EU tour.
And that's it. Which is not bad. They must have been paid recently too. Just like you guys. So, any particular way you want to split that, or are you just hauling it all around?
I'm just writing it down as party treasure. I assume we can get the scrubs to carry some of the rifles and stuff like that.
Sure. So you get back and report in to Captain Lee. But I guess, well, we can wrap up quickly. So, well, welcome back. I see by the things you're carrying, you ran into some more of our dishonorable enemies running around in the woods.
Yep. Dishonorable enemies. Sorry.
In character, we all say yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, we found them. They didn't leave.
Well, the more the pity for them and the more glory for us, eh?
Sure. That's a way
Well,
of saying it.
Let me just note this on the report here, and he flips through and counts the jackets for bounty money. And well, I'll just write it up there. And you can turn them into be destroyed or torn down for bandages if you like. If you wanted to keep them, you can. But I'll just put turn in unless someone really, really wants them. So, enjoy dinner. The night watch will be heading out, of course. We'll see you in the mornings. Good night then.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent. Good night.
All right, exchange salutes and go on your way. Unless you don't want to salute, but
No, we'll be polite.
okay.
No reason
We're
not.
militia, so we can get away with the very
The half-ass.
sloppy looking
Kind of
salute.
like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The crap past 6 that would
Without it being a determinate
that when
insult.
Brian sees it on in any kind of like he just immediately
Post-revolution military, it's like, that's not a good salute. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing my best.
Alright.
Yeah. We're not just civilians, but two of us are, all but savages as far as this guy's concerned.
True.
We're civilized savages. Francois is half native, and Klikli is, well, at least it's a Christian tribe.
And the other two are, oh my god, how dare women be anywhere near the battlefield?
With my on.
Right.
Whammon.
Wowin.
Well, we salute. At least we're.
Right? At least we threw a hand up.
Yeah, what can you expect from these guys? But at least they're effective. We'll put up with them.
So just making a couple of final notes. And so the sun goes down on June 12th. There aren't going to be any major attacks tonight. If there's anything you want to do wandering around in the evening, that's fine. If you wanted to drink, play cards, just rest and clear your stuff, that's all good. And if there's anything in particular, let me know. We can roll some dice. But
Yeah, I just wanted to sell the guns and then
okay.
keep working on the thing, the pistol brace.
Right. Keep working on the pistol brace, keep tanning the bear skin on that until we can sell it
Okay.
or trade it. And when the quartermaster is available, we can turn in the guns with the half for the bounty on the guns.
All right.
Sooner or later, we're going to end up needing to find a money changer to turn all these lepers into something that the army will accept.
I know we have a really weird assortment of money.
Yes. Oh, we've got
Including playing
we've
cards.
got a limited continental stuff, and then we've got the regular and ad hoc currency for
Right.
the British Empire.
I like that
And
there's
some miscellaneous things from the natives.
right, I love that there's like the fronts are like, here's a playing card, it's worth money. And we're like, wow, really? Alright. I'm gonna take your word for this, bro.
Okay.
Well, it's the
So
18th century version of handing you a gift card.
Yeah, right.
the four muskets and the fusil carbine. Unless somebody wanted them, the quartermaster will give you 15 pound, 5 shilling credit with the quartermaster.
Okay, so hold on. You said 15 sterling.
And that is that including the bayonets or just the
Yeah. Well,
Oh, Wyatt, it's okay.
yeah.
You are such a
I mean, if you wanted to keep the bayonets and give them to your other guys, he would just knock off a shilling each.
Oh, Brian, you said 15 sterling and how many shilling?
15 pounds, 5 shillings.
5 shilling.
Or 15 pounds, 1 shilling.
I'd say we do the 15 pounds, 1 shilling, and give each of our guys a bayonet to put on their brown vest.
Okay.
And that's a quartermaster credit. And we each got what? That was 10 shillings each that we got for the bear meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's some decent credit with the quartermaster for now.
Yeah, he would be willing to turn over.
Accurate, it's basically like having a grand.
When it comes time to upgrade our weaponry at, level 3 when we all get our subclasses and learn new things, we'll have enough credit with the quartermaster to buy the new stuff. Well,
It looks like just in basic stuff, the herbalism, like healer poultices and venom, those seem to be the big money items for the most part. Although putting the sawtooth edge makes any slashing weapon deal an additional 1d6. That costs a little bit of money. It takes a little while too. But if your two-handed sword did plus 1d6, Tracy, what do you think? That would be some pretty serious damage.
Yeah, that might do some stuff.
Put it on a long pipe and the 1d4 becomes 1d4 plus 1d6. That's a huge difference.
That's true too.
That seems unfair, but to my advantage, so whatever. Even though that's not really to your advantage.
Well, other people, you'll probably run into people that have made those mods.
No, but what you get, the bad guy
you're
gets.
still second level.
If you get something awesome, the bad guy gets something awesome. So.
Well, maybe the first one you'll find is the one that you pull out of your guts.
It's like, but when the first one, it's something awesome that's written in the basic rules, the enemy already has it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's not something you specially research.
Got it.
So, particularly with more named guys, and when you run into like the special people at higher levels, their leaders. Just like in a normal game where they have the magic items on, the captain, but not every mook has massive good stuff. But I guess, it's ground yet to be explored. I'm going to close out the stream, so thanks for watching and listening, and we'll catch you guys next game.
Night.